Welcome back to Voice of Africa, your premier source for insightful analysis on African culture, history, and the pivotal events shaping the continent today. If you're passionate about understanding the complex dynamics that influence Africa's present and future, you're in the right place. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Today, we delve into a groundbreaking development in Senegal that could reshape West Africa's geopolitical landscape: President Faye's decision to close all French military bases in the country. In a dramatic shift that signals a new era for Senegal, President Faye has ordered the closure of all French military bases within the country. This unprecedented move represents a bold assertion of Senegal's sovereignty and marks a pivotal change in its post-colonial trajectory. For over 6 decades, Senegal's relationship with France has been a cornerstone of its foreign policy and military strategy. However, the recent decision reflects a growing sentiment among Senegalese citizens and leaders that it is time to chart a new course. The decision to shut down French military bases in Senegal comes amid a backdrop of rising anti-French sentiment within the country. Many Senegalese view these bases as enduring symbols of colonial dominance, a reminder of the nation's struggle for true independence. This sentiment has been echoed in recent protests where demonstrators, some waving Russian flags and chanting anti-French slogans, have voiced their frustration with French involvement in their affairs. These protests indicate a broader public desire for Senegal to reclaim control over its national and cultural identity. President Faye's decision has caught many off guard, particularly France, which has long maintained a military presence in Senegal. The bases have been instrumental in supporting French interests in West Africa, but their continued presence has been increasingly questioned by Senegalese leaders and citizens alike. Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko has been vocal in his criticism of the French military presence, arguing that it undermines Senegal's quest for self-determination and independence. His criticism resonates with the historical context of Senegal's struggle against colonialism and its ongoing pursuit of sovereignty. In recent years, the Sahel region has seen a shift in how countries manage their security and foreign relations. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have all taken steps to distance themselves from French military influence, seeking new alliances to address regional security challenges. This shift is driven by a collective desire to reclaim sovereignty and develop security strategies that better align with national interests. Senegal's decision to close French bases aligns with this broader trend, positioning the country as a leader in the movement towards greater African autonomy. One of the key factors behind Senegal's decision is the perceived failure of French military forces to effectively address the increasing number of violent extremist attacks in the region. Despite their sophisticated military capabilities, the French presence has not met the expectations of many Senegalese, who see the closure of these bases as a necessary step towards addressing their security concerns more effectively. By removing French forces, Senegal aims to take control of its own security and explore new strategies that are more closely aligned with its national priorities. This move is not merely a policy shift, but a strategic declaration of Senegal's intent for the future. Closing French military bases is a statement of intent to redefine Senegal's place in the world, moving away from the remnants of colonial influence and towards a more self-reliant and autonomous stance. This decision also opens the door to renegotiating key economic contracts and policies that many Senegalese view as disproportionately benefiting foreign powers. Prime Minister Sonko's plans to renegotiate oil and gas contracts and explore a more flexible currency arrangement are clear indicators of Senegal's commitment to economic self-reliance and reducing dependency on a single foreign power. The closure of French military bases in Senegal is a significant move with profound implications for both the country and its relationship with France. For Senegal, it represents a critical step towards asserting its sovereignty and independence. The country will need to invest in modernizing its military infrastructure, improving training programs, and developing a self-reliant defense force capable of addressing national security challenges independently. This investment presents both a challenge and an opportunity for growth, as it involves substantial expenditure, but also offers potential for job creation and technological advancement. For France, Senegal's decision prompts a significant reassessment of its role in West Africa. France has long viewed its military presence in the region as a cornerstone of its foreign policy. But the closure of bases forces it to rethink its military and diplomatic strategies. France is likely to engage in diplomatic efforts to explore new avenues for negotiation and to reaffirm its commitment to regional stability and counterterrorism. This reassessment may lead France to seek new forms of engagement that are more respectful of the sovereignty and independence of African nations. The broader implications of Senegal's decision are also worth noting. The closure of French bases aligns with a regional trend towards reducing dependency on former colonial powers and seeking new alliances. Senegal's bold move sends a powerful message to other African nations that are also striving for greater independence and self-reliance. By setting this precedent, Senegal positions itself as a leader in the movement towards a more autonomous and self-determined Africa. As Senegal moves forward with this decision, there are both challenges and opportunities on the horizon. The country will need to address the security and economic implications of closing French military bases, including investing in its own military capabilities and ensuring national security without foreign support. There are also potential economic impacts, particularly concerning foreign investment and bilateral relations with France. However, by investing in its military and economic infrastructure, Senegal has the potential to become more self-reliant and resilient, fostering greater regional cooperation and integration. It's important to note that this decision has not been made in isolation. It reflects a broader backlash against perceived neocolonialism in West Africa. Across the region, there is growing resentment towards the remnants of colonial influence, which many see as hindering true independence. France's continued control over aspects such as defense and monetary policy is viewed by many as a legacy of colonialism that needs to be dismantled. This resentment has fueled a drive to reduce foreign military presence and take back control of national affairs. Economic considerations also play a crucial role in Senegal's decision. Many West African countries are seeking to diversify their partnerships and alliances to better address their economic needs. By distancing itself from France and exploring new alliances, Senegal aims to reduce its dependency on any single power and create a more balanced and resilient economic environment. Prime Minister Sonko's vision for a more flexible currency arrangement and his plans to renegotiate oil and gas contracts underscore a commitment to economic self-reliance. The implications of this move extend beyond Senegal's borders. The decision to close French military bases will have a ripple effect throughout West Africa and beyond. It challenges France to rethink its long-standing military and diplomatic strategies in the region, while paving the way for Senegal to bolster its national security and regional leadership. This move also signals to the international community that Senegal is willing to take bold steps to assert its sovereignty and make decisions that reflect its national interests. As Senegal takes this significant step, it is crucial to consider the public reaction. The announcement to close French military bases has elicited a spectrum of reactions across the country. Many citizens, particularly the youth, have celebrated this decision as a reclaiming of national pride. One student in Dakar stated, "This is the dawn of a new era for Senegal." Such sentiments underscore a generational shift towards assertive nationalism and independence. Academics and activists have also weighed in on the decision, providing a more analytical perspective on its implications. Scholars have discussed the broader impacts on Senegal's foreign policy and national identity, arguing that closing the bases is not just a political move, but a significant step towards redefining Senegal's place in the world. This decision is seen as an assertion of national sovereignty and a rejection of neo-colonial influence. Human rights and political activists have highlighted the move as a victory for anti-colonial efforts and a push towards greater regional autonomy. They emphasize that the presence of foreign military bases has long been a point of contention and a symbol of lingering colonial influence. By closing these bases, Senegal is taking a stand for its sovereignty and sending a powerful message to other African nations. While the decision has been largely celebrated, it has also raised some concerns and challenges. Critics argue that Senegal must be prepared to address the security and economic implications of this move. Enhancing military capabilities and ensuring national security without foreign support will require significant investment and strategic planning. There are also concerns about the potential economic impact, particularly in terms of foreign investment and bilateral relations with France. Despite these challenges, many view the decision as an opportunity for growth and development. By investing in its own military and economic infrastructure, Senegal has the potential to become more self-reliant and resilient. This move could also foster greater regional cooperation and integration as Senegal seeks new partnerships and alliances within Africa. The economic implications of closing French military bases are multifaceted. Prime Minister Sonko's plans to renegotiate oil and gas contracts aim to ensure that Senegal benefits more directly from its natural resources. This move is expected to boost the national economy and reduce reliance on foreign investments. By securing better terms for its natural resources, Senegal aims to create a more equitable and beneficial economic environment for its citizens. Sonko's call for a more flexible currency pegged to at least two other currencies is another significant economic measure. This strategy is designed to better absorb economic shocks and support exports, fostering economic resilience. A more flexible currency arrangement would allow Senegal to respond more effectively to global economic fluctuations and enhance its economic stability. Enhancing Senegal's military capabilities will require significant investment in infrastructure and training. This presents both a financial challenge and an opportunity for job creation and technological advancement. Building a self-reliant military will involve substantial expenditure on modernizing equipment, improving training programs, and developing domestic defense industries. While this investment is necessary for national security, it also offers opportunities for economic growth and development. The decision to close French military bases also opens up new opportunities for regional trade and cooperation. As Senegal distances itself from French influence, there may be increased opportunities for regional trade and cooperation with neighboring countries. This could lead to greater economic integration in West Africa and the development of new economic partnerships. By fostering regional cooperation, Senegal can enhance its economic prospects and contribute to broader regional stability. Senegal's decision to close French military bases marks a pivotal moment in its pursuit of sovereignty and self-reliance. This strategic move sets a precedent for other African nations striving for autonomy. With a renewed focus on enhancing military capabilities, renegotiating economic partnerships, and fostering regional cooperation, Senegal is poised to lead a new era of African self-determination and resilience. One of the key prospects for Senegal is the development of a self-reliant military. Enhancing military capabilities will require significant investment in infrastructure, training, and technology. This process will involve modernizing equipment, improving training programs, and developing domestic defense industries. While this investment is necessary for national security, it also offers opportunities for economic growth and technological advancement. Economic self-reliance is another critical prospect for Senegal. The decision to renegotiate oil and gas contracts and explore a more flexible currency arrangement is part of a broader strategy to achieve economic independence. By securing better terms for its natural resources and creating a more resilient economic system, Senegal aims to reduce reliance on foreign investments and enhance its economic stability. Regional cooperation is also a key prospect for Senegal. As the country distances itself from French influence, there may be increased opportunities for regional trade and cooperation with neighboring countries. This could lead to greater economic integration in West Africa and the development of new economic partnerships. By fostering regional cooperation, Senegal can enhance its economic prospects and contribute to broader regional stability. In addition to these strategic goals, the decision to close French military bases has significant symbolic value. It represents a bold step towards reclaiming national sovereignty and asserting independence. This move aligns with the aspirations of many Senegalese and resonates with the broader continental movement towards reducing dependency on former colonial powers. By taking this step, Senegal is setting a precedent for other African nations and positioning itself as a leader in the quest for greater African sovereignty and self-reliance. Overall, The closure of French military bases is a significant and symbolic move that reflects Senegal's aspirations for the future. It is a step towards reclaiming national sovereignty, promoting economic independence, and enhancing regional stability and cooperation. By charting its course, Senegal is contributing to the broader goal of a more autonomous and self-reliant Africa. The prospects for Senegal are bright as the country positions itself as a leader in the movement towards greater African sovereignty and self-reliance. What do you think about Senegal's decision to close French military bases? How do you see this move impacting the broader regional dynamics? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. Stay tuned for more videos that dive deep into the stories shaping